We are talking about the Marfan syndrome or Marfan syndrome. Marfan syndrome. Marfan syndrome. What is Marfan syndrome? Marfan syndrome is a disorder of connective tissues. Marfan syndrome is a disorder of the connective tissue. Connective tissue disorders. So Marfan syndrome is a connective tissue disorders, and change occur in the skeletal systems, eyes, and cardiovascular systems. They affects the skeletal system, eyes, and cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system. In the Marfan syndrome, it is a connective tissue disorders. It affects the skeletal systems of human body, the eyes, the cardiovascular system. So, which type of disorder of the connective tissue this is, and why this occur? So, this is the autosomal disorders, autosomal dominant inheritance. The family history are positive in the Marfan syndrome in 70 to 85% of the cases. 70 to 85% of cases of Marfan syndrome, the family history is positive. Family history is positive in the Marfan syndrome. And this Marfan syndrome is a disorder of the connective tissues. It affects the connective tissue of the skeleton, eyes, and cardiovascular system. And this is autosomal dominant disorders. This is autosomal dominant disorders. This is the autosomal dominant disorders. What is the pathogenesis of the Marfan syndrome? Now we will discuss the pathogenesis. The pathogenesis of Marfan syndrome. And the Marfan syndrome results from an inherited defects in the extracellular glycoprotein. They are called fibrillin. This Marfan syndrome results from inherited defects in the extracellular glycoprotein called fibrillin. There is extracellular glycoprotein called fibrillin. And in the Marfan syndrome, there is the extracellular glycoprotein fibrillin defects. This defects occur in this occur in this glycoprotein called fibrillin. There are two types of fibrillin, that is fibrillin 1 and fibrillin 2. Why in this defects in the glycoprotein of the fibrillin occur? Because of mutation. This is autosomal dominant disorder. There is mutation in the FBNA. In the FBNA for fibrillin 1. There is mutation in this gene FBNA1 genes. FBNA1 genes. So when mutation occur in this genes, the fibrillin 1 defects occur. Now we will discuss the mechanism of the Marfan syndrome. There are two types of mechanism of the Marfan syndrome, in which the fibrillin leads to the clinical manifestation of the Marfan syndrome. Number first mechanism is the loss of structural support in the microfibril rich core. Number one is the loss of structural support in the microfibril rich connective tissue. Loss of structural support. There is loss of structural support. Number one mechanism is the loss of the structural support. To which tissue? To the connective tissues. The laws of structural support occur to the connective tissues. So the connective tissue will be weakened. The connective tissue are present in the skeletal system, cardiovascular system, and cornea become affected. So there is laws of structural support in the microfibril rich connective tissues. And number second mechanism is there is excessive activation of TGF beta. Number second mechanism, there is the excessive activation of TGF beta. Now we will discuss these mechanism. So what is the fibrillin? Fibrillin is a extracellular glycoprotein. Fibrillin is a major component of the microfibril. This is fibrillin. This fibrillin is a major component of the microfibril. Major component of the microfibril. And this fibrillin found in the extracellular matrix. This is the extracellular glycoprotein. This fibrils provides a scaffolding on which the tropoelastin is deposited to form elastic fiber. This provides the scaffolding effect. This provides the scaffolding effect. By the help of this, the tropoelastin is deposited to form elastic fiber. The tropoelastin is deposited. This tropoelastin is deposited, and they form the elastic fiber in normal person. Elastic fiber. When there is mutation in the fibrillin gene, so the fibrillin cannot scaffold the elastic fiber, and the tropoelastin cannot be accumulated and cannot be deposited, and there is weak elastic fiber. There is weak elastic fiber. This elastic fiber become weak. The microfibril is widely distributed in the body, but they are particularly abundant in the aorta, ligaments, and ciliary venules. This microfibril is distributed all over the body, but they are abundant in the aorta. This microfibril is abundant in the aorta, lens venule or zonules, and they are abundant in the ligaments. They are abundant in the ligaments. They are abundant in the ligaments. This microfibril are abundant in the aorta, in the lens zonules, and the ligaments. When the fibrillin gene mutation occurs, there is weakness of the zonule of the lens and aorta, weakness, and ligaments, that is in the joints deformities occur. Fibrillin occur in two homologous forms. They are fibrillin 1 and fibrillin 2. Fibrillin are two forms, fibrillin F1, fibrillin 1 and F2 fibrillin. And they are encoded by two separate genes. For the fibrillin 1, there is FBN1 gene, not FBN1F. FBN1 gene. Or for fibrillin 2, FBN2 genes. Earlier I have told you that for the fibrillin there is FBNA1 gene, not FBNA1 gene. FBN1 gene, not A, and FBN2 gene for fibrillin 2. FBN1 for fibrillin 1 and FBN2 for fibrillin 2. This is genes for the fibrillin. What is fibrillin? Fibrillin is the extracellular glycoprotein. And these genes are present on the chromosome number 15 q21. This present on the chromosome number 15 q21. 15 q21. This 5 FBN1 gene are present on the chromosome number 15 q21. And fibrillin 2 gene, that is FBN2 gene, are present on the chromosome number 5 q23. On the chromosome number 5 q23. 0.31. Fibrillin gene FB and 1 gene are located on the chromosome number 15 and at the position number 21, and fibrillin 2 gene, that is FB and 2 gene, are located at the chromosome number 5, position 23.31. Mutation of the FB and 2 genes are less common, so the FB and 2 gene mutation is less common, and the FB and 1 gene mutation is more common. This is more common, and they are mostly associated with the Marfan syndrome. The FB and 1 gene mutation are more associated in the Marfan syndrome. They are more associated in the Marfan syndrome. This FB and 1 gene are more associated in the Marfan syndrome. The FB and 1 gene mutation are more associated with the Marfan syndrome, and the FB and 2 mutation are less common, but they are associated with congenital contractural organodactyly. This FN2 syndrome, FN2 genes mutation associated with the contractural contractural organodactyly. This is also autosomal dominant disorder that is associated with the FB and 2 gene. FB and 2 gene mutation in the Marfan syndrome are less common, and they may be associated with the contractural organodactyly, that is autosomal dominant disorder. This is autosomal dominant disorder, contractural organodactyly. But in the case of the Marfan syndrome, the FB and 2 gene are less commonly associated. The FB and 1 are mostly associated in the Marfan syndrome. Most of the common cases, there is missense mutation that give rise to the abnormal fibrillin 1. In the FB in 1 gene mutation, this is the missense mutation. Missense mutation in the FB in 1 gene result the abnormal formation of the fibrillin, and they are associated in the Marfan syndrome. What is the morphology of the Marfan syndrome? What is the morphology of the Marfan syndrome? Morphology. Morphology of Marfan syndrome. In the morphology, there is the skeletal abnormalities are most affected, and the most features of the Marfan syndrome is skeletal abnormalities. The patient was usually tall. There are skeletal abnormalities because skeletal muscle is composed of connective tissue. Skeletal abnormality in the patient is tall patient, but without the long tapering finger, without the long extremities and long tapering fingers. The patient sometimes may be double joint patient. The patient has double joint at a specific position. So this patient has double joint, and especially typically the thumb of the patient can be hyperextended back to the wrist. The thumb can be hyperextended. The thumb can be hyperextended, especially back to the wrist. They are hyperextended thumb. The head is commonly long head, that is called dolichocephalic. The patient has long head. That is called dolichocephalic head. They have frontal eminence with boozing and prominent suborbital ridges. They have prominent suborbital ridges. Prominent suborbital ridges, and they have frontal boozing. They have frontal boozing and suborbital ridges. They have prominent suborbital ridges. The kyphosis and scoliosis may also occur. The kyphosis and scoliosis may also occur in this patient of the Marfan syndrome. they have the depressed sternum. This is called pictus excavatum. Pictus excavatum. They have deeply depressed sternum. This patient has deeply depressed sternum. Deeply depressed sternum. And this condition of deeply depressed sternum is called pectus excavatum. Pectus excavatum. Pectus excavatum. The ocular changes take many forms. There is also ocular changes, but the ocular changes take many forms. The most characteristic form is the bilateral subluxation or dislocation that is usually outward and upward of the lens, referred to as ectopia lentis. The subluxation or dislocation of the lens. There is subluxation or dislocation of lens. This is called ectopia lentis. This is ectopia lentis. This is the dislocation and subluxation of the lens, because the lens is composed of connective tissue and there is weakly activity of the fiber lens. There is weak connective tissue, and due to weak connective tissue the lens may dislocate and there is subluxation or dislocation of the lens. The condition is called ectopia lentis. The condition is called ectopia lentis. The cardiovascular abnormality. Now we will discuss the cardiovascular abnormality. The cardiovascular abnormalities in the Marfan syndrome. Cardiovascular abnormalities in the Marfan syndrome. In the cardiovascular region are the most life-threatening features of this disorder. The two most common lesions are mitral valve prolapse and, of greater importance, the dilatation of the ascending aorta due to cystic mediconecrosis. There is two most life-threatening condition due to cardiovascular lesions, that is the mitral valve prolapse, mitral valve prolapse, mitral valve prolapse. Number first is this condition, and number second is the dilatation of the ascending aorta due to cystic mediconecrosis. Dilatation of aorta, dilatation of cystic aorta. There is dilatation of the aorta. In this dilatation of the aorta due to cystic mediconecrosis. Dilatation of aorta due to dilatation of aorta due to cystic mediconecrosis. There is dilatation of aorta due to cystic mediconecrosis. This is the most life-threatening conditions, and the first life-threatening condition is mitral valve prolapse. So this is the serious abnormalities. Number first is the mitral valve prolapse. Number second is the dilatation of the aorta due to cystic mediconecrosis. Now we will discuss the clinical features of other clinical features of these syndromes. The clinical features include mitral valve prolapse lesions are more frequent, then they are clinically less important than aortic lesions. The mitral valve lesions are more frequent, they are clinically less important than aortic lesions. The aortic lesions are more important, that is dilatation of aorta. The mitral valve lesion may also occur, mitral valve lesion, but they are clinically less important than the dilatation of the aorta and the mitral valve prolapse, that is mitral valve lesion. They are less important than the other lesions. The most frequent and dangerous is the aortic valve leaflets. This is the dilatation of aorta is most risky condition. In this there is leaflet make them soft and buildy. We creating a name that is floppy valve. So this aorta becomes soft and we call them the floppy valve. So this aorta becomes soft. This aorta becomes soft and we call it floppy valve. Floppy valve. This becomes so soft. This is the dilatation occurs because the aorta becomes soft. The lengthening of the chorda tendini also occur, frequently give rise to mitral regurgitation. In the mitral valve, the lengthening of the mitral valve leaflets occur. Lengthening of the chorda tympani and mitral valve leaflets occur. Lengthening, because this is soft. Lengthening, the increase in length. This is called lengthening of the leaflets of mitral valve. Leaflets of mitral valve occur, and mitral valve regurgitation can also occur. Mitral valve regurgitation can also occur. So what is the treatment of the Marfan syndrome? What is the treatment of the Marfan syndrome? In the Marfan syndrome, the medical treatment is the administration of the beta blocker, which act by reducing the heart rate and reducing the aortic stress. Medical treatment of the Marfan syndrome. Medical treatment. We discussed only about medical treatment. The medical treatment of the Marfan syndrome is the administration of beta blocker. The beta blocker will reduce the heart rate, reduce the stress on the aorta. This is the Ministry of Treatment of Medical Treatment. This is the Ministry of Medical Treatment of Marfan syndrome. This is the Ministry of Medical Treatment of the Marfan syndrome. There could be other surgical treatment, but we only discussed the medical treatment. The medical treatment is the administration of the beta blocker that reduces the stress and reduces the heart rate. This is the Ministry of the Medical Treatment for the Marfan syndrome.